Good morning. Welcome to this week's Sanctuary Sunday. I am so honored to have you here, whether you're here live or if you're catching the replay sometime in the future. Hello, hello. Please drop it in the comments. Let me know how your weekend was. Let me know how your last week was. We are transitioning into summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, wherever you may be in the world. Hi, welcome. But if you are in the Northern Hemisphere, where I am located, we are transitioning into summer. So this is really most people's busiest time of the year. If you have kids, your kids are out of school, unless you are in one of those places where you have year-round school. But your kids are out of school, you're planning vacations, you're more active and more outside and more doing things as nature should and nature is, right? We have more hours of sunlight. And morning coffee. So things might be a little bit busier for you. I've noticed that less and less people are showing up live even to this class, and it's just because we've got more things going on, because it is summertime, almost summertime. So whether you're here live or you catch the replay, thank yourself really for taking some time and really scheduling yourself some time to nourish your human vessel while we again are busy in our day-to-day lives. That busyness is amping up. So today I would love to take this class on a little bit of an intentional journey of soften and receive. And this is really just a nice gentle intention for you to soften enough to be able to receive whatever needs to come in, any guidance, any channeled messages, anything that maybe you are needing clarity on. But again, we've been busy and, we tend to step more away from the stillness and the quiet in this fiery, this more yang time of year, and trying to bring that balance back. So softening again enough to receive, again, whatever it is. So if you are ready, get into words. Get yourself into a comfortable seated position. Make sure you have all of your yummy props close by. Okay. Anything that you have on hand, your pillows, your blankets, your cushions, your pets, whatever. Bed pillows work just fine, cushions off your couch, a whole bunch of blankets, towels, even. Like, we don't have to go crazy, and just use what we have on hand. Have a journal also close by. You may be in a shape, and whatever it is that we are softening enough to receive may come in as we are in a shape, or as we are hanging out in our neutral position, or whatever. Have a journal close by. Again, I always have a couple sitting here. Why I have more than one, whatever. Anyways, take your time to just settle into a nice comfortable seated position, however it may look or feel for you this morning, this moment, whether your legs are crossed, your legs straight out in front of you. Again, honor your body, whatever you're needing today. Sitting up on a cushion to raise the hips up above the knees feels good. I can explore with some props and with different variations of how you sit. Take a moment to take a nice slow Inhale here. And as you exhale, you bring your hands to your heart so you can close the eyes or soften your gaze. And bring your awareness to your breath. And notice the beat of your heart beneath your hands. Softening the ears down away from the shoulders. Thank yourself for showing up today. Whatever day, time, moment it is for you, you are honoring your body. You are honoring your human. I thank you for showing up here with me this morning in this moment. And I thank all of the previous yogis and gurus who came before me, who came before them, who came before them, passing this medicine down so that I am here to bring forth for you. As we sit here in a moment of gratitude, setting that intention to soften and receive. Softening enough to receive whatever it is that we may need right now, guidance, clarity, decision. Maybe it's just to be still, to be quiet, to be here. Whatever it is, set it now here into your breath, into the body. When you're ready, you can gently flutter your eyes open. And we're going to come into constructive rest down onto the floor on your back. If you need a soft cushion for your head, please honor your body. But of course, you don't really need any props for this particular shape here. Your feet on the earth, maybe out a little bit wider than your hips. And as you settle here, maybe allow the knees to fall in towards each other. They're gently resting against each other. Softening the back of the pelvis to the earth, your sacrum to the earth. Allow the thighs to soften. Find wherever feels good for your hands, whether that's on the floor beside you, putting them on your body, or up over your arms, up over your arms, up over your head. Put your arms up over your arms, guys. Whatever feels good here for you. Softening the spine, maybe the upper back towards the earth. The back of the head is supported by the earth or your soft cushion if you have one. Allowing gravity to support you here. Softening the body, maybe with more of your exhales, allowing the ribs to soften. Noticing your breath in your body. Softening the belly. And as we settle here, noticing the breath in the body. Softening and allowing gravity to hold you. I invite you to notice the air around your body. Maybe noticing how your skin feels that is exposed to that air around your body. Bring your awareness then to your skin that is covered with fabric. And how does it feel compared to the skin exposed to the air around you? Bring your awareness to the spaces of your body that are not connected or touching the earth. Maybe it's the arches of your feet, the backs of your legs, maybe the small of your low back, the back of your neck, all of the spaces not touching the earth. How do they feel compared to the places that are supported by the earth? Maybe it's the toes and the balls of your feet, the heels, the back of the hips, your sacrum, the upper back, maybe your arms, your shoulders, and the back of your head. How do these spaces that are touching and connected to the earth feel compared to the spaces not touching the earth? Bringing your awareness to your breath, softening the body. You have nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Just here in this moment, in your body. You're safe. You are supported. Bringing the awareness to your breath, maybe noticing the belly expanding on your inhales and deflating gently on your exhale. When you're ready, you can either straighten the legs or roll over onto your side, coming into like a fetal position. Just hang out here for a moment. Checking how your body feels here compared to when we first came into this class, when we first came onto our mat. Are there any lingering sensations here? How does your body feel now compared to just coming out of your constructive rest? Now, if being on your knees is not for you today, whether you have any knee injuries or any pain or anything like that, I invite you to come back onto your back and hug your knees into your chest for reclined child's pose. However it looks for you, you can maybe allow the knees to come out towards the armpit. That may create a little bit more sensation in the inside of your thighs. If being on your knees is okay, I invite you to come on to your hands and knees, and we are going to come into melting heart. So being on the hands and knees, you can walk the hands maybe a step or two away, allowing your chest to start melting towards the earth. You can, of course, bring in whatever props that you need if you feel it's necessary to help support you. You can even have props up over to rest your hands on that will intensify any sensations in your upper back, in the shoulder area. You can rest your forehead on the earth. You can stack your forearms and rest your forehead on your forearms, a yoga block, whatever you have, if you need to support the head here. And allowing the chest to melt towards the earth. You may experience your bottom of your ribs coming towards your thighs. Breathe here into the sensations you are experiencing in the upper back, maybe in the shoulders, maybe in the armpits and your bicep area here. If you are in child's pose, reclined child's pose, and if melting heart is not for you, being up on your knees like this is not for you, you of course can come into child's pose. You can settle yourself here. Space between the knees with your chest melting towards the earth. Of course, you can stack forearms, rest your head there, a yoga block. Anyways, whatever feels good here. If you are in reclined child's pose, allowing maybe gravity to help open up maybe the knees to fall out towards your armpits. You can create some sensation there in the inner thigh and the groin area. And soften yourself into your shape here, breathing into the sensations you're experiencing. Softening the chest to the earth, softening the thighs, the hips. Feeling the expansion, whether it's in the upper body and the chest, or if it's in the groin, thigh area, hips, if you're in child's pose or reclined child's pose. Softening the body here. And soften and receive. Softening enough, just enough. Softening enough to be able to receive whatever we are needing at this time. Checking in with how your body is feeling now compared to when we first came into our shape. You have your knees hug to your chest. You can release the feet to the earth and come either into constructive rest or extend your legs. If you're in child's pose or melting heart, I invite you to come onto the earth, flat on your belly. Maybe bring the arms down by your side to the mat. Just take a moment here to breathe. Notice the sensations in your body. Maybe the lingering resonance of the shape that you were just in. Are they shifting and changing, ebbing and flowing? Allowing the body some time here to integrate, just be in this neutral space. And then maybe start feeling a little bit more normal after just being in that funny shape for a little bit. This, of course, is your practice. You are more than welcome to stay in neutral shape for as long as you need. You can stay in whichever position, whichever shape we're in for as long as you want. You can come out of them any time that feels good for you. Sooner than when I'm guiding you, please honor your body. Do what feels good. So we are going to come into thread the needle on our bellies. So if you are not on your belly already, I invite you to take your time, roll over onto your belly. Again, be gentle, be slow, be soft, be intentional. You may come up onto your forearms just to prop you up, but I invite you to take your right arm and loop it underneath your left armpit. And then just slowly bring your upper body down onto the floor. So you're going to have your right arm out in front of you. You might experience some sensation in the back of your shoulder, that shoulder blade area, some opening, some expansion here. You can do whatever feels good with your left arm. If it's just staying here at your side, you can bring it up overhead. You can maybe even bring it behind your back, which might increase some sensation in the front of the body here. If you need support, if you need something to rest your head on, you can use a yoga block, pillows, blanket, whatever, okay? That also keeps a little bit more weight of your body off of the arm that's in front of you. So it might lessen the sensation in the back of the body if that's what you're needing. Any support, any props that you need here to help you settle into this shape, to soften into this shape, to open up that space in the back of the body. Again, we are here for some time. So I invite you to explore sensations only at like 40, 50% range instead of balls to the wall 100%. So that way we don't injure ourselves, but we are able to soften and surrender into these shapes for the expansion, for the work on our body, for the work on the emotion, the energies that may be trapped in the body. So that way, whatever we need to receive has space and a clear channel to come in. Softening the whole front of the body down to the earth. The chest maybe supported by the earth. whole back of that right arm. Breathing into the opening and that expansion maybe in the back of the body. Prop yourself back up on that left forearm to unwind that right arm from out underneath you. And then I invite you to just find that neutral space. Whatever feels good here for a moment. And I invite you to ask if one side of the body feels different than the other. When you are ready, you're going to set ourselves up for that thread the needle on your belly on the opposite side. So propping yourself up maybe now on that right arm, take your left arm underneath that right armpit. That left arm is now going to be out in front of you. Give yourself whatever props you need to support yourself here. And when you're ready, you can soften into your version, noticing maybe sensations in the back of that left shoulder blade. Maybe even noticing sensations in the front of the shoulder. Softening the whole front of the body to the earth, the chest, the back of that left arm, supported and held by the earth. Softening enough to receive. Taking one last breath here, propping yourself up on your right arm to unwind that left out from underneath you. And then come again to lay flat on the belly. Maybe the arms are down by your side. Maybe they're up over your head. Whatever you need here that feels good to come into a neutral position. How does the body feel? Noticing maybe any of those lingering sensations, or if the sensations are shifting. How does the body feel here now? How are you feeling now? What sensations are left? Now for our next shape, we are going to come into Sphinx. And so this gentle back bend, of course, whichever version feels good for you. If you want to stay here on the belly, of course, stack the forearms and rest your forehead on your forearms. That is still a variation of Sphinx. It is still a gentle back bend. So if that is what you're needing here, please honor your body. You can come up on the forearms with the elbows bent. Of course, coming closer to the shoulders. That's the Sphinx here. You can always bring in whatever props you need to support your chest. I do also invite you to grab your journal if journaling is for you. Here in this moment, we may, as we're softening into our version of Sphinx, it may help us open up again, softening just enough for whatever it is that we need to come in, soften and receive. This gentle back bend is, of course, good for the spine. Allow your chest to soften onto whatever prop you are using. Soften the hips, allow your butt cheeks to soften the kneecaps, soften the shoulders. As we're here, what is it that you are needing right now? What am I needing right now? Is it clarity? Is it guidance? Is it motivation, inspiration? Is it stillness, quiet? Whenever you're ready, taking as much time as you need here to slowly remove whatever props you needed for your Sphinx. Again, coming down to the earth, chest to the earth, the whole front of the body to the earth. Just hang out here in this neutral space. Noticing how the body feels. Taking your time, just noticing how the sensations have gently ebbed and flowed away. I invite you to roll over onto your side. Take a moment here. When you're ready, gently push the floor away to come up to seated. Now we're going to come into a deer twist. So if you have a yoga bolster, what else? If you have bed pillows, like your pillows, or if you just have like a longer, if you have couch cushions, if you have blankets that you can fold, whatever you have on hand is totally fine. We're going to sit off onto our right hip. Okay. Bringing our legs into a 90-degree angle. Doesn't have to be 90-degree angle. Bend that right leg, have that heel close to your body, whatever feels good here for you. Your left leg is going to be, your heel is going to come towards your bum. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Again, we're going to bring that prop towards our hip because as we're here, we're going to bring our chest down onto this prop. So you may shift your legs once you lay down here. Coming into a twist, maybe still facing the front of the body. It's still a gentle twist here. You may notice sensation in the hip, in that right hip. You may notice it in the right rib cage. You can twist farther, looking towards the back of the room. Giving you whatever props that you need to be able to rest your chest on and to be comfortable. And breathe here into this deer twist, softening the body, softening the spine and the shoulders, the hips, your thighs. Breathing into the sensations you are experiencing here in your version of this deer twist. Coming back to the body, noticing the sensations after being here for some time. Softening the body to receive whatever it is we're needing right now. And maybe you've gotten something already. Maybe nothing has come to you yet. Maybe being in this shape is just what it is that you needed. Taking one last breath here. When you're ready, you can just gently push the floor away. Come back up to seated. You bring that left leg in front of you. You can hang out here in a neutral position. Just check in. How does one side of the body feel compared to the other? Noticing any lingering sensations from your deer twists on the right side. Few moments again, are the sensations lingering? Have they slowly ebbed and flowed away? Are you feeling a little bit more back to normal? We're going to set ourselves up for that deer twist on the opposite side. So bring your props over to your left side. Come to sit off on that left side of the hip. Left side of, yeah, left hip, right? You're going to have that left leg is going to be bent in front of you. Your right heel is going to be back behind you. And again, your legs may shift and move as you bring that prop towards your left hip, and then slowly lower your chest down onto that prop. Maybe that right leg might swing out a little bit more. You might feel better to tuck it more in towards your bum area. You may shift this front left leg here. And you can come into a twist where you're still facing the front, or you can twist farther to look towards the back. Whatever version feels good here for you. Softening the hips, the thighs, allowing your chest to soften towards onto your prop. Breathing into the sensations that you may be experiencing in that left hip, thigh area. Maybe you're experiencing any sensations in the top right hip area. If not, no worries. We're not here forcing anything. Softening the body, allowing gravity to hold you. Going back to the body if the mind has wandered. How are you feeling after being in this shape for some time? Soften and receive whatever it is that you need here. Breathing into any spaces, any sensations of the body. When you are ready, you can gently push the floor away to come out slowly and intentionally out of your deer twist, finding a neutral shape. And just checking in with the body. How are you feeling now compared to the beginning of practice? Are there any lingering sensations from your deer twist? When you're ready, we're going to come into our next shape, which is going to be dragonfly. So find find some space between the legs. Again, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be, a couple feet. It could be whatever feels good here for you. Of course, I encourage all the props, all the juicy, yummy props to support you in this forward fold while also noticing sensations in maybe the groin, the inside of the thighs, the inner hips. So bring in whatever props that you need. Of course, if there's any weird sensation in the knees, keep a gentle bend. Have a soft, gentle bend to the knees, or you can use rolled up towels or shorter like pillows or maybe blankets to prop underneath your knee to help keep it to have a gentle bend here. My left knee, I always have to keep like a little cushion or a yoga block or something underneath it for some reason. My right knee doesn't bother me, but my left does. I don't know if I've had an injury in my left knee. Anyways, whenever you are ready, we're going to again fold over here. Bring your chest towards your prop, rounding the upper back, allowing the head to hang, or you can hold it into your hands or use props to support the forehead. Whatever you have on hand here, and just breathe into the sensations that maybe you're experiencing along the back of the thighs, into your glutes, into your butt cheeks, maybe into your lower back. It may even go up a little bit higher into your mid back, or maybe touching the shoulder blades. Breathing into whatever sensations that you're experiencing here, anchoring those sit bones to the earth, softening the thighs, softening the kneecaps, softening and surrender.
Coming back to the body if the mind has wandered, softening enough to receive, soften and receive, even if it's just this moment, this stillness, this shape. Taking one last breath here. And when you're ready, you can slowly bring yourself back upright out of your dragonfly. Maybe bring the arms, the hands to the floor behind you, leaning back into your hands. You can hang out here, or if it feels good for you, you can lay the whole way down onto the floor on your back. Taking a moment to find
a moment of neutralness. Allow the body's sensations to linger, noticing how you feel after coming out of that dragonfly. What sensations are lingering? How does the body feel now? I invite you to take a moment to give your body whatever it's needing here. If it's soft, gentle movements, if it's a quick drink of your coffee or water or tea, if it's a full body stretch, we are going to come into our final resting shape. So give yourself whatever you're needing here. If something has come up, you need to journal, of course, write it down. I encourage you not to wait only because sometimes you'll forget. And it may have been like that juicy bit of goodness that you needed, right? That's what we're here is we're softening to receive what it is that we're needing right now. So if you need a moment to write that down, take some time for maybe soft, gentle, flowy movement for the body. Take your time to maybe even just set yourself up for your final resting shape. It's getting whatever props that you need. And when you're ready, we're gonna find our final resting shape, whether that's classic Shavasana for you, or if it's laying on your side, or maybe it's on the belly. I invite you to find whatever version you need. Find whatever props you need for your body. Sorry, I was just pulling my timer up. That moment of silence that we had, but whatever you need, if it's blankets, if it's pillows, if it's cushions, if it's your dog that you want to snuggle up with, if it's your cat, whatever. Anything that you need here to allow the body to soften and fully integrate this last moments, these last few minutes of our practice. We're fully settling and surrendering. Soften the forehead, the space around the eyes, down into your cheeks, your jaw. Maybe remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth to allow the bottom jaw to soften. Softening the neck, down into the chest, softening the shoulders, the arms, maybe wiggling your fingers to find stillness in your hands. Softening the chest, the ribs, the spine. Soften your belly. Relaxing the hips and the thighs. Allow your kneecaps to soften. All the way down to your feet, wiggling the toes to find stillness here. Allow yourself to be completely heavy, completely held by the earth beneath you. Gravity is holding you, being heavy and still.
Gently wiggle the fingers and toes. Slowly making your movements just a little bit bigger. Taking your time, being slow and intentional here. You are more than welcome to stay in your final resting shape for as long as you need. Or if you'd like to come to a seated position, I invite you to roll over onto your side if you are not there already. Just take a few moments here, being slow and intentional and with the body. And when you're ready, you can gently push the floor away to come up to seated. Wherever you may be, I invite you to bring your hands to heart center and thank yourself for showing up today, for softening enough to receive whatever it is that you are needing right now. I thank you for being here with me today. And until next time, namaste. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day, your week. Please let me know in the comments how this was for you. I love you all so much.